If it's Sunday, you know it must be Sunday dinner with Chef Joe. Hey, everybody, and welcome to, it's actually been kind of a nice fall day here in New England. So, what a perfect day to make this perfect fall dish. Today, we're calling it an autumn apple and, apple and sweet potato sausage grill. You guys ready? I don't know. This whole thing is very weird. I just want you to know, we actually made this dish up today. You guys ready? Let's do it. All right. So let me just check my sausages over here that I got cooking on here. So today, we're going to start off with, we have two kinds of sausages that we're going to be putting in here. I've already pre-cooked these. I cooked these what they call blanched, so they've been seared on both sides. They're kind of rare in the middle because we're going to finish them in our dish. But I have a vegetarian version. I have a plant-based hot Italian sausage, plant-based, and then I also have a pork-based regular sweet Italian sausage for our dish today. So you can do either one. You can mix and mingle like we're doing, or you can. It doesn't matter. All right, use whatever kind of sausage you like. Okay, so we got to start building. So to build it, like I said, we have our sausages on here. We're going to build everything in our pan. And so I'm starting off with about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And then what we're doing is we're putting in the ingredients that take the longest, okay? So we're going to put all our aromatics in, which is our onions. So you have you can't have sausages without onions, right? And you can't have sausages without peppers. So I've got 1 yellow and 1 red diced pepper. So this is 1 onion diced, 1 red pepper diced, and 1 yellow pepper diced, okay? And then the other thing that takes a while to saute is our sweet potatoes. So this is probably about 3 or 4 sweet potatoes. As you can see, a nice big dice. You want to keep them kind of in the bite-size range, as I like to say. All right, we're going to throw those in. The other thing we want to do is we want to start adding some of our seasonings to this. So, some of the seasonings that I have is, so we're having sausage, we've got some apples. You know, obviously a little sage is wonderful in our dish, so we're going to throw a little sage right in. This is dried stuff, so you don't need a lot, and we're waking it up as we cook with it. I have some cumin, so we're going to we'll do about a teaspoon of cumin in it. All right. And then I wanted to do fennel. We have no fennel in my house, right? We're always doing things and you're looking for something. So I looked through and I found that I have this cool Greek spice that is mostly fennel. And it has sage in it and it has some other stuff. So I'm like, this is perfect. So for my sage, I'm throwing in about a teaspoon of sage. All right? What's that?
Fennel.
Fennel. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, camera lady. So I'm throwing in my fennel. You gotta have fennel if you're doing this dish. Gotta have. So let's mix it all up. All right. Because what you want to do is you want to break these down a little bit. So we're giving this a quick saute. And once they break down a little bit, we're going to add some of our more ingredients. So while we're waiting for that for a minute, it's time for our favorite part of the show, which is, what's Joe drinking? Well, we've been going with this theme of you drink with what you're cooking with. And so since we're doing apple stuff today, I said, well, we got to have apple cider. Hard apple cider, of course. So we are doing a hard cider. I have Citizen Cider. It is from Vermont. Cheers to Vermont. Camera lady and I have a nice long background with beautiful Vermont. And as we all know, I went to school up there. So anyways, let's try this. This is delicious. I've already actually tried some of it. Wow. I got to tell you, I'm not a huge cider drinker, hard cider drinker, but I have to say this is dry. It's nice. I'm not a big sweet dry. I really like the dry ciders when they're nice and light and crisp like this. Yep, that's going to go great. Which is why we're going to add that now to a little deglazing, as they say, in our dish. So we're going to add the rest of that can. So there isn't a lot in there, but we can add some of the one I was drinking right here to add a little more flavor to it. All right, so we're adding some of that hard apple cider to it as we continue to cook this down. And let's get this back here and get some real good heat on this. All right, now, next we're going to add in our sausage. So I'm adding in our sausage next. All right. Just like that. Get that nice, get that going in there. Then I got some farro. So farro is one of those ancient grains. Now, if you don't want to use farro, you can use rice on this dish. We chose to use farro because we had some, and it's got a great nuttiness and a little bit of a chew to it, which we thought would be really good with this dish. So we're throwing in some farro into it. All right, get that going. And then we got some apples that this is 3 apples diced. So these apples are actually very local apples. We actually went and picked these ourselves a week or so ago. And we're going to add that right to it. And I soak these in a little acidic water. And what that means is I put in some water and I just added a little lemon juice to it. And that's what keeps those apples from turning brown, all right? I'm going to throw the whole thing in, water and all, right into it because I want a little moisture into our dish. Look at this dish, you guys. This is building out to be one beautiful dish. The reason the apples are going in last is because the apples really don't need much cooking, if you think about it. Oh, camera lady's saying it's starting to smell really good here. Again, wish you had smell-o-vision, right? I know. All right, hold on. We're almost done. Okay. So, let's see. Last but not least, we're going to really get this cooking, and we're going to add some chicken. We're going to add some veggie broth. All right? So, I cooked our farro in veggie broth before the show, and I cooked our, and I'm going to add now 2 cups of veggie broth. 2 cups of veggie broth. And then you're just literally going to let this sit and simmer until it's done. All right, and you'll know when it's done. The sauce, everything is pretty much done. You just really want to get this up to a good boil. You want your sweet potatoes to be soft. You want the farro to be not too mushy, but also to have a little bit of a chew to them still. Your apples not to be completely mush because you want them to have a little bit of crispness to them. And your sausages will definitely be done. And I'm actually going to just close this grill and let that cook off. And I'm going to have my cider. I have a certain football game that is on the TV inside, so I'm going to go back and enjoy. And until I see you next week, I hope you all stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. And don't forget, you can always follow me on all the social sites at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm at Chef Joe Louie. Until then, if it's Sunday, it's Sunday dinner with Chef Joe. Bye.